Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of This Is Life. Okay, so I'm gonna just talk about a couple of things. One, somebody just ridiculous,
worthless bitch.
Yeah, because
shut her fucking mouth.
Because we're asking for help, that means
go to hell.
We're
cunt.
You know, what was it? Something like we're not trying to help ourselves. We're doing what we can, gosh.
She's a fucking bitch and only thinks of herself.
And I'm like,
time for me that you ask for help.
I bet she had more help than she's willing to admit.
Yes.
But she wants to pretend she did it all by herself.
Supposed to be an asshole.
Yeah. So.
Go to hell. Sick of you.
So I tell you what, it takes a strong person to have to ask for help, or not to have to, but to ask for help. It takes a weak person to pretend they can do it all by themselves. And like I just said, you probably had a lot of help, and you just don't want to acknowledge that you received the help, regardless of what that help was, what kind of help it was. Financial help, moral support, whatever, it doesn't matter, but you got help from someone somewhere. Actually, you got help from the doctors and the nurses and the techs and the other people involved. I don't say you went through it by yourself, because you didn't. Did you go to any sort of cancer support group? Did you have a telephone buddy that you talked to help you deal with some of the issues, and to ask questions of and things like that? I'm sure you did. Yeah, and our daughter Kat, she seemed confused or astonished that this lady would have said something like that. And, well, Kat, so are we. I don't know what it is about today. I just haven't been able to wake up. And, John's over there asleep with Mama.
You're just tired.
Yeah.
Worn out.
I mean, we did some work, but not much. Considering all that we've been through in the last week or two or three or four or five. And we phoned the landlord and left a message. He usually doesn't pick up the phone. He usually lets it go to message. And told him, we've done some things, but, there are some things that we just can't do. And that's true. And, if he wants to push this issue, then here's the deal. Only if he wants to push the issue. Number one, he told us we could use a basement to store things. So that's a verbal contract right there. Number two, there are physical health and mental health issues that we have to deal with. And he's putting an undue burden on us, financially and physically, at this point in time. And I'm sure the EEOC or somebody would love to take the case. So, we can play hardball too. It's not just him. And he knows we have limits. And right now we have more limits than usual, far more than usual. Anyway, Let's see what today's date is. So we have to go back to Lebanon next week?
Let's see. Monday.
Yeah, we have to go back to Lebanon on Monday, and the landlord expects us to have certain things done by Monday.
By Monday.
And there's no way that's going to happen. It's just not going to happen. And my wife already has an attorney, and if need be, we'll ask that attorney to help with this. Because it's just not going to.
Will.
Yeah, it's just not going to happen. I'm not saying we're not cleaning, sorting, organizing. We are. We have been. But we haven't been here a whole lot. We've been up in Lebanon, or driving to and from Lebanon. And then when we do get back, we're worn out, mentally and physically. And, you know, when we're not going to Lebanon, we have to go into Keene. We need to get some rest. But yeah, if our landlord wants to play games, we can play hardball too. I just don't want to have to play hardball. But we'll see. And it's not that we're not trying. It's not that we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing. We are. It's just there's a limit. And again, if he wants to play hardball, we'll play hardball right back. You know, he already said we could use the basement for storage, and that's what we've been doing. And now he doesn't want us to use it for storage. Well, make up your mind. There are other people who use the basement for storage, and you don't seem to have a problem with them using it. You know, we're trying to get help with somebody to come in and help us, trying to get some sort of vehicle that we can load this stuff up into. We have a storage unit, but this isn't a good time to start pressuring us.